Well, Stephen, they really do have a lot of fears now that Joe Gentz is released. But before we get to that, I want to tell you that our sources are telling us tonight that, of course, just because Joe Gentz has been released, it does not mean that he's cleared. And sources are telling us they still believe that Joe Gentz did have an active part in the murder of Jane Bashara. Meanwhile, though, like you said, the release of Joe Gentz has caused great concern for the Bashara family.
We were shocked and terrified when we heard the news that this killer, allegedly admitting that he killed our poor Jane, is out on the loose.
The release of Joe Gentz today is causing concern and fear tonight at the Bashara family home here in Grosse Pointe Park. Bob Bashara's sister telling reporters they were shocked to hear the man who turned himself in and allegedly confessed to taking part in Jane Bashara's murder was not charged but let go.
We're very scared. I have my niece coming home from college tonight. My mother and myself and my brother are in the house, and we're literally scared for our lives.
Laura Moore says she called police when she heard Joe Gentz was out and asked for protection.
I said, so is there any surveillance, or can you help us out, or have a car drive by? And he said, no, if you have any suspicious behavior, call 911.
But we have seen some marked police cars on the block tonight. Meanwhile, Gentz, who at one time had been a tenant of Bob Bashara's, who did some work for him and reportedly had an ongoing dispute with him about money, told police, according to our sources, that Bob had a part in his wife's murder and that it happened in the garage of the home on Middlesex. But after 72 hours, it appeared police and/or prosecutors did not feel there was enough to charge, and so Joe Gentz was released. And now the Bashara family is feeling uneasy.
We're scared that this terrible person is out there.
Now, shortly after Jane Bashara was murdered, when police questioned Bob Bashara for one of the first 2 times, they asked him for a list of people who might want to harm him or his family. And we were told by Bashara's lawyer that Joe Gentz was on that list. Of course, they were never quite clear as to why they were so worried, except for that dispute over money. Also, 2 days after Jane Bashara's body was found, police said that Bob Bashara was a person of interest, the only person of interest, and they have never taken that back. Reporting live in Grosse Pointe Park, I'm Cheryl Choden, 7 Action.